Hello, my name is Voya and welcome to My Deep Guide, and today we are checking out the Remarkable 2 paper tablet. First, I'm going to be focusing on the upcoming update, and it's going to be probably the last update of 2023. Maybe it rolls out in January 2024, but it's right now, it hasn't been in beta for a while, so I think that the release is kind of imminent. We're talking about the update 3.9, and that's going to be a very quick recap because it's not really a big update. Surprise, surprise. Then I'm going to do a recap of the year 2023. How has it been? What have we seen? And also, how did it impact, improve, or what kind of impact did it have on the Remarkable 2 paper tablet? Before we begin, if you do like the work that I do, please do consider subscribing to the channel because it does help the channel, of course, grow. And also, if you would like to support the independence of My Deep Guide further, then you can check out the mydeepguide.com/shop, where you can find both the MDO, My Daily Organizer, which is a hyperlinked PDF file that helps you organize your yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily needs and journaling needs. And also you can find the MMP, which is My Deep Guide Meeting Planner, which is also a hyperlinked PDF file that helps you centralize, organize, and simplify all of your meeting planning needs. If either of the two sounds like something that you might be interested in, check out the links in the description down below, and you will see the dedicated playlists that contain a lot of videos that can help you determine if either of both or none are a right product for you. And now onwards with the Remarkable 2 in 2023. Alright, so here is my Remarkable for beta testing, and this one is with the update 3.9. And there's literally only 3 things to talk about. Now the first one that I can't really test is basically the improved left-handed palm rejection of the close button. Now I'm not left-handed, so I really don't know how I could actually test that, but that is something that they say has been improved, so that is definitely a meaningful thing if it is improved in a proper way. Now the second thing is that the Remarkable title font has been changed, and let me just bring back so that we can actually compare the two. And this is the improvement that they're talking about. So the font that's used on 3.9 for the title is nicer than it was on the 3.8. That's definitely true. What would be even nicer is that if we could actually choose some fonts, not just one, but maybe choose between a couple. But we don't, and this is instead what we got. And the final new thing in update 3.9 is that now the choosing of the language has been moved to the personal section of the settings, and when you go there you can actually have the on-screen keyboard handwriting conversion and the type folio, which languages it will all use, and also all of these kinds of things. So slight optimizations, no new options, it's just simply reshuffling where stuff is so that it's a little bit more intuitive to use. Well, okay, so that's update 3.9. Meh. Not even lukewarm as far as I'm concerned. However, now let's take a look back at the 2023 as a year for the Remarkable as a platform and as a device. And the very first thing that I'm going to be covering is what are the new hardware releases that we've had for the Remarkable. And obviously in March we've had the release of the Type Folio, which is a hugely overpriced accessory for the Remarkable 2, but it is a dedicated keyboard that enables you to actually type on the Remarkable 2, trying to kind of transform it into a digital typewriter that's not really a typewriter, it's somewhere in between, and it's kind of weird, and I don't know, it doesn't really have an identity. As a product, I think the design is excellent. The logistics of the hinge and everything, how it works, is absolutely fantastic. The keyboard itself feels good and it's okay, but the quality itself, people are reporting that it's starting to tear after only a couple of months of use and things like that. It's not really that good of a quality, which is a problem when we're talking about a $199 keyboard accessory, which is obscenely overpriced. So That was the new hardware stuff. No new hardware tablets or anything like that. So the only new hardware thing was the Type Folio for the Remarkable 2. And now let's recap the updates of 2023, and I'm gonna just go quickly through each version, when it was released and what were the major points that were added, because I'm trying to communicate a point regarding the Remarkable as a platform. So let's start with the update 3.2, which was released in February, and it introduced mobile app improvements, where it was possible to actually do note-taking, typing on the mobile app. Then you were able to select, cut, copy, and paste typed text using touch on your tablet. They also returned the feature of being able to send the converted handwritten notes of typed text as the body of an email. They improved pinch to zoom functionality. They added some options for the quick sheets, and they added a personalized sleep screen where you could actually type some text and it displays that text in the bottom of the screen when the device sleeps. Then we go to update 3.3, which was out in April, where they added a bold and italic formatting options for typed text. Zoom indicator for pinch to zoom, so that you know how much you're zoomed and you can tap it and it resets back to default zoom. Then you had the option to clear email recipients, which was something that you couldn't do for a very, very long time, so finally they added that. And also they added the functionality of hyperlinks in PDF function in the mobile and the desktop app. Update 3.4 came out in May. They added custom view, that's the zoom view level, to set as a preset as a custom view in PDF Reader. They improved search so that you can categorize it and filter it a little bit. Then they added automatic sync functionality, that you no longer had to close down the document for it to synchronize. However, that introduced a myriad of issues with the synchronization itself, mainly that the desktop app no longer wanted to synchronize with the device and things like that, and you had to do some mumbo jumbo stuff. You could get it to work, but it was no longer as reliable as it used to be after the update 3.4. And they also added the option that the smart highlighter, the highlighter that actually snaps automatically to text, is optional, and now you can actually choose smart or regular highlighter. Then we jump to update 3.5, came out in July. They had an UI optimization for pen eraser brushes, just grouping them in the same place. They added the functionality, even though that would be like just fixed the functionality of that the typed text that you copy actually keeps the formatting that it had. It didn't have that before, so then they added that. And then they improved scrolling performance for the infinity long pages, and the light sleep state of the device has been returned. Update 3.6 is out in August, and it only added the getting started functionality, like the tooltips and stuff like that. One bug fix in the mobile app regarding the importing and viewing of PDF files. Fast forward to October, update 3.7 comes out, and we have the option now to selectively convert handwritten content into typed text by using the select tool or the lasso tool. Then they added the functionality again for the typed text that selection handles are there. You didn't have selection handles at all. The navigation of the menus and accessing items and things like that was now possible to do via the Type Folio. So we're talking 8 months that it took the Remarkable team to actually implement the device navigation functionality through menus and accessing things like that via the Type Folio. That's too much as far as I'm concerned. All right, November, we have the update 3.8, which added straight lines and the checkboxes for typed text and quote-unquote improved eraser. Some things were fixed, that's not improved. They fixed a long-standing bug, but the precision of the eraser is still nowhere near being acceptable, as far as I'm concerned at least, because it doesn't really erase properly. It's doing some really strange things. Not so strange, but just really imprecise things. And just to summarize the 3.9, which if it comes out official release now in December or in January, but let's consider it as a 3.9 that it's a 2023 release, where they've improved left-handed palm rejection projection on the close button. They have a new font for the title formatting. They just moved the menu that's already existing functionality, just moved the place in it in settings. That's it. So all in all, that is the entire summary of everything that has been added, implemented, fixed, or anything for the Remarkable throughout the entire year. There's multiple things that I think are problematic with this. The first one is complete loss of focus and direction for the Remarkable 2 as a device. Why do I say that? Well, Remarkable 2 is primarily a note-taking device. This is something that they have stressed from the beginning. But as such, in 2023, it received only, throughout the whole year, 2 functionalities that can be considered handwriting functionalities. We have the selective conversion of handwritten text and the straight lines. That's it. Now, I don't know about you, but if you are creating a tablet and your entire focus is on this is the best handwriting replacement, paper replacement type of thing on a market, and that's our thing. That's why we don't have complex features. That's why we don't support this. That's why we don't do this. That's fine. That's great in my opinion. But you really have to then deliver. And that is not what has happened. Now, it would be okay if they changed their marketing, if they said, okay, we're now taking a different direction. But they didn't. Because if you go on the Remarkable's website and you check out their marketing and promotional material about the Remarkable 2, it has 4 points. And they market the Remarkable 2 as level up your note-taking, handwriting, right? So that is the point number 1. All of your work organized. Oh gee whiz, it has folders. Wow. Do your best work. It has no speakers, it has no microphone, it has no notifications. Whoop-de-frickin' do. I mean, you can do the same thing on any device, just mute it and put it in do not disturb mode. But okay, that's their do not disturb thing. And then the 4th one, and I'm not kidding you, it's still on their site. No more typing up notes. Let me just repeat that. No more typing up notes. Yet, the entire focus of 2023 was about typing up your notes and completely disregarding any kind of development, improvements, or anything regarding the core that the Remarkable is as a platform. That's what it's sold on. That's what its success is. Yet, this year, they were trying to push something, and as far as I'm concerned, it's just a mess. Like, there's no focus, there's no vision, there's no full understanding of what it is that they're doing. It's just, let's do a little bit of this. And let's be completely honest, all of the stuff that they've been spoon-feeding the users with the little updates and functionalities for the Typefolio, they've most likely had all of that there. I mean, nobody can tell me that they didn't have bold and italics when you actually kind of implemented all of that, because it comes with the package that you implement. The formatting comes with the fonts. I mean, bold and italic are variations of the same font. It's ridiculous, but it's completely artificially limited so that they can have the claim to be true, which is true, of regular updates. So yeah, no more typing up notes, yet the focus of 2023 was entirely on doing exactly that, typing your notes. Go figure. So 2023 for me is Remarkable being completely lost and doing the absolute most basic minimum they could do in order to still maintain the claim of regular updates true, which is absolutely true. Yes, the updates are regular, but the update content and the quality leaves a huge amount to be desired. So, you know, I would understand that they would focus on the typing stuff if they've tightened up and really have the whole note-taking thing. You know, the note-taking aspect of the platform is so nailed down to perfection and that there's absolutely nothing left to improve upon. But that's not the case. I mean, even if we compare it to Kindle Scribe, Supernote, even books, all of those platforms have at least one or two functionalities and things that are superior to what Remarkable 2 offers to their users and to their platform. And I'm sorry, but if you are first and foremost a note-taking platform, then your first and foremost focus has to be that you are the leader in that category. And Remarkable 2 is no longer that. And that is a problem. So what could have they done in 2023, note-taking wise? Imagine this, that you had the option of adding your own custom templates, proper eraser functionality, handwriting strokes quality improvement, because the raw quality of the handwriting capturing on Remarkable 2 is really not that good. How about adding searchable handwriting in notebooks that you can do on books and you can do on Supernote with automatic handwriting recognition notebooks? How about that? Or adding the searchable handwriting in exported notebooks like Kindle Scribe has, ability to locally back up your notebooks in the native format so that you are not depending on whether or not the server synchronization works, or if the flash memory fails and you get a corrupt file, or if your synchronized file has been corrupted by the server errors. Those are normal things. These things happen. But to have the ability to actually use the Remarkable 2 as an offline device, and yet to have an ability to actually back up and have control over all your own data and your own notebooks. We still don't have that. Books has that, Supernote has that. Infinity page, I get it. A lot of people will like the infinity scroll page, but maybe you won't like it for every single time. And the addition of the infinity page actually added a distraction, which is now you have to do two gestures to add a new notebook page instead of a simple flip. Now you have to tap on the icon and do all of that kind of stuff. And I personally would appreciate if there was flexibility introduced so that people can choose, hey, I want to use for this notebook, I want to use the infinity page because I like it and I need it for that. But maybe for another notebook, I don't need the infinity page and I just want to take my notes and be able to easily flip and see pages, etc., etc. Support for pens with an eraser side button to work as an eraser, natively still not supported. Or how about fixing the tag system? Because as it is currently now on the platform, it's absolutely unusable for anything remotely serious or laborious type of work where you have tons and tons of tags. Because if you fill and you have an extraordinary amount of tags, they're gonna just get out of the screen and there's no scroll and you can't search for tags, you can't filter for tags, you can't find your tags. So it's not a complete system. That's my problem with the direction that Remarkable took in 2023. And finally, regarding Remarkable in 2023, there has been one more important bit of news, and that is Remarkable has a new CEO. And the new CEO is Philip Hess, who is a former president and CEO of Bose Corporation. If you don't know Bose Corporation, they are best known as they are an audio. They're completely focused on audio products, and they're best known for their headset noise cancelling technology and headsets, and also car sound systems. Philip Hess spent 24 years with the Bose company doing various things, but he was a CEO of the Bose company from 2017 until 2020. In January 2020, Bose announces closing down of 119 stores, on-site stores in North America, Japan, Europe, and Australia. And that was pre-corona. That was basically, Bose Corporation described that as the online sales basically overshadowing and overtaking the in-store sales. So yeah, that was the decision there. It was nothing to do with corona. And then in late January, there was a quiet step down where Philip Hess quietly stepped down as CEO and was temporarily replaced yeah, in his position came the CEO, Jim Scammon. There was also during the year a brief leak, but I was unable to actually find that anymore. But there was a leak that Remarkable had an internal document that went to the, I believe, investors or something like that, about the future business plan. From what I remember, I wish I had that article to actually refresh my memory, but if I do remember correctly, the indication there was that they had a plan of potentially releasing iterative hardware models every year and of a multi-tier line of devices, basically like Apple and Samsung operate and have operated for a long time. What does the future hold? I don't know, we will see. But definitely changes are within the company, and the appointment of new CEO, the whole accent is on growth and profitability. And the only way that they're going to do that is by selling more devices. And you know, Remarkable 2 is now 3 years old, so now it's going to be 4 years old very soon. So it is very, very likely that we're going to be seeing at least one new hardware device from the Remarkable in 2024, if not even more. Now, what it is that I would personally like to see? Well, I would like to see a plastic Remarkable device with a plastic screen top, like basically a modernized version of the Remarkable 1 without the hardware buttons, so that it's cheaper, a little bit lighter, a little bit more portable, and a lot more durable, because the plastic device is a lot more durable than the lovely, unquestionably beautiful, lovely, sexy, awesome looking, but fragile aluminum all body and glass screen that we have on the Remarkable 2. And also, I think that it would be very, very interesting to see a smaller version of Remarkable, like the A6 format of the Remarkable device. And they managed to keep it really thin and light and small. That would be really, really a cool device to actually have for portable note-taking needs. Well, okay, so that was the Remarkable in 2023. We did a little bit of an overview of the whole thing so that we can actually see where it started, where it ended, and to maybe try and infer what might be in store for us in 2024 with the Remarkable 2. Please do let me know, what do you think about this whole thing when it's actually all summarized in one place, and then you have a bit of an overview, a bit clearer overview of what is happening and what is being done on a platform of this type. So do let me know in the comments down below, what do you agree with, what do you disagree with, what would you like to see with the Remarkable, what you wouldn't like to see with the Remarkable as a platform, as a company, and all of those things. It's important to get engaged in this discussion because that helps other users understand things, learn things. It helps me understand things a little bit better, the perspectives of various users and various perspectives of various users, etc., etc. Plus, it's nice to interact with fellow nerdy e-inkers, isn't it? Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video. Bye.